Welcome back, guys. It's kind of finally gelled in my head how I want the Mega Halo to work, particularly from a freight perspective. So let me explain how things are going to change, and they're going to change a little bit. and for a little bit, read quite a lot. What we're going to do, rather than the current setup, which is, like, to be honest, is a bit of a mess. And let me show you. If I bring up the Halo Freight Sector 1, because that's what we're going to be kind of focusing on, so I'm going to kind of demonstrate this. So, Sector 1, the trains are like picking up food here, then going to Maceley, then coming back, picking up some more food, then going all the way up here, dropping food off, up to Bickety's Hollow, then coming back empty, picking up a little bit of food, taking it to Maceley, come back, pick up a lot of food, go up here, come back empty. And it's awful. It's lousy. It's terrible. What we really want is a central freight depot here, right, where all of the materials go, and that's like the building materials, the food, the fuel, everything goes to there, right? Then we have another one of those over. Now, for this section, I'm going to put it the other side of Rogie. So this section is going to include Rogie, Bickety's Hollow, Confusedford, Ice Cream Town, right? So those four. So, big freight distribution depot here. Then there'll be another one over here, right? And the trains will run. They'll pick up stuff here. They'll drop off at Ice Cream Town, Confusedford, Bickety's Hollow, Rogie. Then they'll pick up another load of stuff at the next distribution point and come back, Rogie, Bickety's Hollow, Confusedford, Ice Cream Town. Yeah, so they're just running backwards and forwards between two distribution points. Dropping off, hopefully. Now, the only thing that might, and then obviously you'd have the next section. I've already figured out the next section would be Maceley, Landsberg Heights, Winniston, Dogging, right? So we'd have a freight distribution point here, and it would run. The trains would run from that freight distribution point round those four towns to Maceley Freight Central, and so be shipping between those, which is fine. The thing that I fear is that because the trains will be sharing this station, right, on the two sectors, that trains from this sector are going to be like picking goods up from, like, say, down here, right, and then instead of dropping them all at Rogie, Bickety's Hollow, Confusedford, Ice Cream Town, they'll actually drop some of them here to be shipped on to these, right? Now, if that's the case, then the only way we can stop that is by putting in like two freight stations, which are, and so yeah, so they only run into one. But yeah, and if we have to do that, well, we have to do that. You know, that's just the way it is. So how the hell are we gonna do this? Okay, so let's start over here. And what I'm going to do is kind of like give you the idea of setting up the distribution point, and then I'll probably go time lapse, set up the one at the other end, and put in the Mega Halo through Rogie. Oh, should be interesting. Okay, so currently we're shipping building materials from here down to this. Now this station that I lovingly built is going to become like a disused siding. Oh my god, I'm going to have to do some work on it and make it look like really scruffy and unused. So yeah. No, it's a shame. It's a shame. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, this tunnel section, I'm thinking to actually reduce the length of this tunnel section somehow. Because, like, trying to put signals on a tunnel, on tracks in a tunnel where you've got like 8 tracks, is like virtually impossible. So we need to shorten the length of this. And this goes under this. What is this? It's a forest. Yeah, it's a forest. We go under that forest. So I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe raise the terrain over here, like basically move this hill over to here, and bring this back a little bit. First change is going to have to be making this station wider and have all the trains go through the station. Yeah, that's going to be the first thing. Oh, God, this is going to be quite nightmarish. So, okay, well, let's take this back. This. Oh, you gotta love it now, haven't you? You gotta love it. Right, so we take that back all the way to there. Now we've got the food we've got food coming in on that side. That's fine. We're going to have to bring in the building materials, and we're going to have to bring oil into this station. Now I could put the oil on a separate distribution network, and it is kind of an idea, but I think I'm just going to stick with these single points because otherwise it's going to get way too complicated. So, oh man. So I need 2 tracks for the other passenger lines, and then I'm going to need a couple of tracks for stuff coming into there. My God. So what is this at the moment? This is currently how many? And I'm going to lose 93 food. God. Oh man, I'm already up to my maximum number of tracks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. Okay, so, man. Okay, I've run into my first issue. Okay, well, what we're going to have to do then is we're going to have to run the passenger tracks outside that. Okay. Yeah, this just got even more complicated. Because this is going to have to move back here, I think. Oh, I freaking love it. Oh, I freaking love it. Yeah, it's going to have to move. Right, so. Oh, dear. Do I just bite the bullet and just... Yeah, I think I just bite the bullet and demolish it. So, bye-bye. Right, so let's get... Now, I want to make sure that the tracks stay on the right tracks. So, God, don't you just love rework? You put hours and hours into doing something, and then you're like, actually, I kind of want it a little bit different. And then you have to redo it. Oh, awesome. The good news is that if I get this to work on this section, then doing the other sections should be relatively straightforward. So, let's see. We're going to have the 4 tracks coming in on this side for the passengers. See, I did kind of wonder about putting the passenger tracks as the inside 4 tracks, but because of the limitations with only having 8 track stations, that kind of doesn't work. So, I tell you what. Let's push these trains back first. No, didn't want to do that. Oh dear, I'm going to have so many issues turning around all the flip round trains and stuff. Man, that's going to be fun. But I got to say, once this is done, I think this could actually be really, really freaking cool. Like, seriously cool. Okay, so push you back into the tunnel. That. Now let's see. That tunnel section must be so. Yeah, yeah, this is gonna have to go back a bit. And now, if I take this back to about, let's see, take it back to there. Now, it's for this section to work, I'm going to have to take it back further than that. So, but we can make the terrain kind of interesting, I think, with a bit of luck. Because what I'm thinking of is to maybe raise the terrain here a little bit, and then just have it like a dip, and then this coming out of a tunnel. Yeah, that could kind of work. All right. Take you back a little bit more. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun actually. How much further back do I want to take it? I think like maybe one more section. might be enough to make this work. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is raise the terrain a little bit. So we're going to have, well, brush strength high, raise the terrain is raise the terrain a bit around here. So, and I'll finish this off in the time lapse. I'm not going to spend like hours like raising terrain. Don't worry. But I just want to kind of mark it so I know what the hell I'm doing later on when I come back to it. So we're going to have a nice kind of hill there. Right, and then we're going to want to drop the terrain down here a bit. I do want this to kind of look like it's coming out of like a canyon or something. That would be really cool. So, something, I don't know, something kind of sort of ish like that. Now, where are the tracks? Oh, we've got to go back quite a ways. All right, so back to somewhere like there. Oh, I'm going to have fun playing around with this later on. Let's see how we do it. Alright, let's just smooth that bit out. I am so nervous. Like, every time I start playing with something like as complex as this network, it's like, will I ever get it hooked up and working again? And it's like, it's always like 50-50. Okay, so where are we going to put this this station? Because that's kind of the next thing, isn't it? Yeah, let's put the station in. So we're going to put in a freight through station with 8 tracks, 320, high speed, catenaries, yes. Alrighty, let's flip you around. About like that kind of thing. And that's going to go in about there. Oh, it'll actually go in there. So I'm just looking at the tracks. Now we want the passenger tracks going around the outside of this. So this needs to come over here a little bit. I'm thinking about there might work. Maybe a fraction more this way. The only problem is I think that's raising it up slightly. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's raising it up a little bit. So yeah, that's going to have to get lowered somehow. So let's get rid of you. How the hell? So if we take that out. Yeah, let's take that. It makes it a bit more interesting as well. Yeah, okay, so station goes in. Let's see, station goes in there. Now, oh, come on. Align the terrain. There we go. Boom, there. Good, that's much better. Much, much better. This one is going to go to that one. Right, we don't want a bridge. Cool. Cha-ching. Alrighty. Yeah, this is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. That's not right. So that'll go in. That'll go in. Oh my god. Is it actually going to work? Oh, I think it's actually going to work. Oh, good god. Keep your fingers crossed. And That one. And that one. Oh, hooray. Whew, man. Yeah, that was fairly painful. Okay, so we've got those going into there. What we need now is to run the passenger lines around the outside. So you got there. You got there. So we'll do the same thing to flatten the terrain, which is to run the track along to like there. I can actually flatten this properly by running a couple of bits of track up there. Alright, cool. Do I want to run another one? Now, how am I going to run the tracks around the outside? Okay, if we can run a track out here straight like that, and run some bits of track along the outside to flatten it to the same level. So now we've got the right level at this end. We do the same at the other end. So when you do that and that, then we should be able to take. This one might not work. Oh yes, it is going to work. Holy hell! Hooray! Yay! Alright. I might as well put the others in then. So let's run you out to like there and run you down to there. Cool! So our passenger lines are going to be going through there. We've got our freight lines running through there. We've got 4 extra tracks to run resources into. Alrighty! Whew! Okay. Well, that was a little bit painful, but worth it, I think. So, you're going to give me a collision. Why are you going to give me a collision? You won't give me a collision to there, though. So we'll take that. Alright. Having flattened that, we can get rid of those sections there. Oh no, it's that one I should have got rid of. Get rid of you. Then we run this down to this one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this and do it all in one. Do it all in one section. We'll probably get a smoother result. It's just because of the way the track is bending there. But that works. And then... Come on, work. Yes! Alrighty. Ooh. I'm just thinking about what this is going to be like when it's all hooked up. This is going to be quite a mega station. And you run into there. Hooray! Alrighty. Okay, now we can hook the tracks up at this end. Now, this end's going to be slightly different, isn't it? Yep, it is. So... yeah, we're going to have to take this back to this station and then run the tracks in because it's changing quite a lot. Oh man, so much destruction. You wait till we get to Rogie, then you're going to see some destruction. Destruction on a completely new level. Okay, so this goes into there. That one into there. Alrighty. You go into there. I don't know. Isn't there something about like rail lines, just seeing the lines and the different patterns that they create and stuff, that's just kind of awesome. And that one. There is something about railway lines. I don't know what it is, but there's something about railway lines that's just like totally intriguing. Let's get out of there. And let's turn off the icons for a second. Oh, yeah. A little bit of playing around with the terrain here. That's going to be nice. All right. So, our next challenge. And this was the thing that I thought I was going to do first. That I've now spent, like probably half the episode just doing that bit. Is to run the materials. Instead of the materials going down into here, the materials are going to be brought down into here. Now that is, they're going to have to go up the side of the cliff and over the top, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Now where the hell is this going? Oh, that's the outer halo that's going in there. In fact, that's the inner halo. This is the outer halo. So the inner halo is going up there. So we've got to come over that. Good Lord. Oh, this is very, very, very fun. Now, let's disconnect that. Let's have a little bit of road. Medium country road. Coming out like that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to want it round like that. Oh, yeah. Now, should I drop this down? You know what? I should actually drop this down a bit. Yeah, that would help quite a lot. So, if we bring you out like that, then drop you down. Yeah, not quite that far. Maybe down to there. Yep. Then take our freight station. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. So all we need to do is a little bit of terrain manipulation. Something like that, I would think. So let's get you. Will you go in now? Oh, you will go in now. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to up it to like a 4-platform station. If I can. Yeah, I can. All right, I'm going to put it in as a 4-platform station. And then I'm going to upgrade it to a 1-platform station. Yeah, 320 high-speed container, yes. Apply. Right, and that gives me some nice flat terrain outside it to work with. Which is great. So I'm going to have loads of fun smoothing all that off. Excellent, right. So we're going to come down here. We're going to want to bridge over this. So we're going to have a bit of a viaduct going on and then come around into here. Which is going to be enormous fun. All right. So if we're going to let's bring it into, I guess, this one. So something like probably that. Let's take that and then see if we just hooked you up directly, what would you do? That's a very slow bend. We want to speed that up a little bit. I think this is becoming a nightmare. All right, we'll get it done. Oh, and I got a bit of freaking track there. I do hate the fact that it leaves these little track fragments. It's kind of annoying. What does that give me? That slows us down to 60 there, which is like not good enough. So let's stick to our original idea, but take it down further. Now will you go in? Oh my lord. Hooray. Finally. My god. And that was just to get one line into here. Like that, the whole thing of setting up this station and all the rest of it was just to get that line into here. Oh, you've got to love it, haven't you? All right. Right, so now, of course, we want to double track that because we're gluttons for punishment. Right, so I got to say, it is a really nice little track though, with the little viaduct and the little tunnel, and it does keep it interesting. It'll do that, and that speed is good. All right, we'll take that and then hook it up. There we go. Boom. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got it double track joined up at that end, and then we want the same thing over here. Yeah, I'm not so worried about the speed at this end. Alright, cool. Okay, so my god, we can ship building materials in here. Oh, yeah. I can't believe that it took that much effort just to get that line into there. But having done that, we can, if we want to, rip that line out. But to be honest, I don't want to. I want to kind of leave this as a kind of an old remnant of the way things used to be. Do you know, that's a nice idea. Just leave that as it is. We'll obviously we'll get rid of the trains, but that means we need a depot. But what we can do, because we've got to get rid of these trains, but what we can do is we could put a depot, where are we? Train, depot. We could put a depot, flip this around, we could put a depot here, hook it up to these two tracks. That would work. So if we run that track out to about there, now will you do what I want you to do? Oh, come on. What the hell's wrong with you now? Could you see how tricky this can be? It is like a nightmare sometimes. But it's still staggeringly fun. Oh. Too much slope? How can there be too much freaking slope? You're exactly the same as the one right next to you, you idiot. Oh, come on. Seriously? It can't be this hard, can it? And yet, it is. Okay. I'm going to try doing it this way. No, I'm going to try doing it this way. Let's put a bit of track in like that. And right down there. And then, come on. Hook up, for God's sake. It's not that hard. Oh my God, finally. Hooray. Takes a bit of doing, but it all works out in the end. And then we have a depot there. So now we can send the trains from that line into there. Peachy. Okay, so that means that we now need a depot over here to get the trains on here. So we should do a similar thing here, shouldn't we? Pop you in about there. And do the same thing. A little bit of track. Hook you up to that one. And hook you up to there. Or some sauce. Love it. Lot of tidying up work to do. Lot of tidying up work to do. But I do like the fact that we've got a tunnel there. Oh, we got tunnels going under bridges and tunnels going over tunnels and oh, love it. All right, that works. It's a little bit slow coming into the station, but we can live with that. And I'm definitely not moving this, so that is how it's going to be. And then let's bring you down to about there, and that will do. Cha-ching. Alright, now this is going up there, so it's coming down here, so we need to put a signal back in. Let's whack in a quick signal down here. Go a bit further down. About there. Cool. Right, so that's the Applejack hooked up. That's the materials hooked up. But that's not all that's going to go in there. And seriously, I am thinking that that's going to have to go into that line, because as well as getting the food and materials, we also need to get the fuel in here. Now, where the hell is the fuel currently? Let's have a look. The fuel... Oh yes, the fuel is currently here. So, yeah. Okay, I think I've figured out how I can get the fuel shipped down here relatively easily. I think. Let's give it a try. The idea is, we've got the stone being shipped down this line. I'm going to put in a freight station, hopefully. And I'm going to put the freight station in next to this track. Now, I was going to run this like next to this track, but then it's just occurred to me that putting the signals on is going to be problematic. So, in actual fact, for the 4th time, I'm going to put this bloomin' station in again, but this time I'm actually going to flip it around like that. There we go. And now, hopefully, I should... Oh, stop it. I should be able to run this out here. Now, the question is, where can I run it that's nice and kind of level and gives me the kind of curvature and whatever that I want? And the answer is that I need to put a piece of track in at this end first. So, let's see. If I just... Well, let me put a piece of track there. If I put a piece of track there and put a couple of pieces of track next to it, let's give ourselves 2 track widths. That should be enough to clear that station, and I'm hoping that's going to give us enough distance between the tunnels so that I can do the signalling. So let's have a look. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. That is just not gonna work at all, are you? God, and I thought, laying it next to another track was just gonna make it like really, really easy. Is there another way of doing this? It's gonna go into here. You're going to hook up to there. Then you're going to come into this one. Hooray. And I'll bring you down about there-ish. A little bit more. Now, where does this one join? That one joins there. I'd like this one to join at the same place if possible. So... bring you round like that's fine, and then hook you up there. Hooray! Okay, so we've got the 4 lines going in there. What we need to do now is get this line the rest of the way over here. About there. And you. Where did I double track up to? Did I double track up to the tunnel entrance? No, apparently I didn't. Didn't I do the double track? No, I didn't do the double track on the other side. So let's do that. So you're going to go through there, and then double track it all the way back down to here. Please just hook up. Hooray! Cool. All right. So all I need to do now to get this to work is switch these tracks around a little bit. That one's going to hook into there. It's a bit slow though, 53. I don't know, maybe I can play around with it another time, but I'm sure as hell not going to play around with it now. That comes into there, those come down here, we've got them hooking up, going into two platforms, that's fine. Come up here. See, this isn't... I'm not really too happy with how brutal that corner is. If we hook that up, so there, then you'll do something sensible. And then we've got like 99 miles an hour, which is great. Okay, so we take that, hook that up. Yes. Now the question is, what can we do with this? We need to take it to the point where it makes some terrain. And then, ha ha ha! Hooray! Awesome. And now, this outside one, instead of trying to... oh, come on. What the hell's wrong with you? Instead of trying to do it the difficult way of hooking it up whilst it's a viaduct, we can bring it out to there, and hopefully now... Oh, come on, do it the easy way, will you? That's the best you'll do. Okay, well if that's the best it'll do, that's the best it'll do. Okay, sweet. So we've now got a line for the fuel to come from here all the way up to there. So all I need to do is link this one in. So I'll tell you what, let's just do what we can do. 40 miles an hour. God, that's slow. But it's going to be pulling out of the station and going that way. So that's actually probably fine. The fast side is coming into the station. So that's good. Yeah. All right. That works. Oh man, okay, I've got a bit to do in terms of getting the signalling and all that kind of stuff sorted out, but we've basically got our distribution point done now. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I've just added a bunch of signals on these lines, and that should all be fine and dandy now. Right, what we need to do now is get some trains running on here. Now, these trains on this line we can get rid of. Go to the depot. Is there just one vehicle on this line? Yeah, there's only one vehicle on this line. Right, so that's that. So yeah, you disappear off. Make it one vehicle making us 3 million a year. That was nice. Right, so now now which line's which? This is the materials line, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we're gonna have I guess we'll have 2 trains. Now, I don't think there's any point going for a 185 on here, although it's pretty steep going up here. So maybe a 185 might be a good idea, but I'm kind of tempted to go maybe for a 104.2. Just because there's no way that we can take advantage of the speed. So yeah, I think we'll have 104.2. So a 104.2 with, now this is hauling building materials, isn't it? So this is going to be, yeah, by that up to, there we go. Right, then we want 2 of those, don't we? Yep. Yeah, let's have 2 of those. We probably only need 1, but it's a slightly, yeah, is it a slightly longer run? I don't know. We're going to have 2 anyway, because like, what the hell? Okay, so we have 2 trains. Right, we need a line. So let's get a new line, which is going to run from Mostly Freight Central up to Lower Ice Cream. Cool. And we'll make this, I don't know, we'll make it yellow. Okay, so that's that. That should be fun. So that's that. Then we want a couple more trains, which is going to be on this line. Now, this is going to be shipping the fuel back. We're going to want, like, I would think, well, we're going to want at least 4 trains on there, I would have thought. So, by trains. Now, these, we are going to use the 185s. So, let's get 185 buy. Then we're going to want tank wagons, which I'm going to set to only carry fuel. I remembered. And again, 240s. Yeah, 240 track lengths. So 242, that'll do. Okay, we want 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Set line. This is going to be another new line, which is going to run from Massey Freight Central all the way up to whatever the hell this is. Upper Confusedford. And confused is pretty much what I am right now. This is going to be fuel, so this is I'm going to make this red. Where are we? RF Confusedford fuel. Right, so we can say, all of you guys, go to the depot and be sold. And get rid of that line. Hooray. So that's got rid of that. And then we can get rid of these 2 depots. That goes and that goes. You'll go back to there and be sold. That's awesome. Now that disconnects this line, so there's no way that that should ship fuel down here anymore. And I've set those to only ship fuel, so that should all work now. The Applejack line is bringing the that stuff in. That's fine. Yeah, so if we get rid of Maceley North and get rid of Maceley Freight Central. Right, so now our trains go into here. What we want to do is, yeah, we need to put a little switch in here, don't we? Yep, we do. So we want a little switch. Try doing it with a track, idiot. Dear oh Lord. So something like that is fine. Boom. Alright. Need to put a signal in over here. So let's pop a signal in. About there would be nice. Okay, hang on to your hats. Here we go. So first of all, I'm going to check and see if the if these old trains are going to the depot. Here we go. There was a second train that I found and and sent to the depot. So yes, you're go heading into the depot. Good news. And you disappear. And then there is another one, which I'm guessing should be coming down. Oh, here it is. And here's the other one, which is also headed for depot. Good. Right, so that's that line working fine. Let's have a look at... what should we look at next? I don't even know what to look at. Oh, what about the new trains coming out? Oh, here they come. Look. Look. So the 2 trains. I put in a little switch here because they were coming onto this track and they needed to come onto this track. Oh, here they go. Oh, they're racing each other. It's like Thomas the Tank Engine and James all over again. I just made that up. I have no freaking idea whether Thomas the Tank Engine ever raced James, but I'm sure something like that happened in the books. God, a lot of terrain. Look at all the different versions of this line that I laid in. God, I had a nightmare with some of these lines, let me tell you. Oh, they're off and running. Sweet. Now, obviously, I need to remove Confusedford West from this list so that they don't stop here. But I thought maybe leave it in for a minute and let them pick up some of this stuff at least. Although I probably want to leave some of it there just for kind of decoration. But there's like a full load there. There's like a full platform's worth of building materials. It'd be kind of nice if they got rid of some of that before we remove these. So won't take too long. I tell you what, while we're waiting for that, let's nip back over here and see, are we getting stuff delivered to our new distribution point? Oh my lord, yes we are. Loads of food, loads of fuel, loads of building materials. Oh my god, loads of food. That is freaking awesome. All right, cool. Let's go back over here. And that's not what I'm looking for, is it? I'm looking for this one over here. Here we go. Train 46 needs to be replaced. That's... Oh, halo oil. Oh, okay. Got to replace the halo oil trains. Good grief. Alright, well, I'm not going to do that at the moment. Right, how much are you going to take? Oh, hardly any. Because they're full. Okay, I think then at that point... Pause. I think at that point... Now, I'm just going to bring you... So you've got 0 food. Which is good news. So we're going to take out... This is Confusedford West. We're going to take Confusedford West out. Remove and... remove. So now they just go from Maceley Freight Central, Ice Cream Town, Confusedford, Ice Cream Town, North. So, hang on. Ice Cream Town? Yeah. So they go Ice Cream Town, North, then Confusedford, then Bickety's Hollow. Oh, eventually they'll go down to Rogie. They're not going down to Rogie yet. That's what I was like, there should be 4 towns. No, that's right. That's what they should be doing. And so they're just zipping back and forward between those. Excellent. That is exactly what we want. Peachy. All right. So, now we'll just make sure that the trains are zipping through, not stopping there anymore. Let's get rid of a whole bunch of these. We'll get rid of the planes and boats. We'll get rid of the roads. We want to see the trains. We'll get rid of the depots. Don't need to see the signals now. Get rid of those. Do we need to see the factories? Yeah, I suppose we can see the factories. That's fine. Here we go. Are you going to stop, Mr. Food Train? No, you're not. You're going to just zip on through. Which speed things up quite a lot. Cool. So let's go back over here. I tell you what, I'm actually really excited about this now. So here we go. Oh, you've just picked up a whole load of fuel. Oh no, apparently you haven't. You've got 0 fuel. Why have you got freaking 0 fuel? Oh, because you were delivering, weren't you? You should have just picked up a load of fuel. Oh, you picked up 6. Okay, what the hell's going on with the fuel? I have to check out the fuel. We're getting loads of food, getting loads of building materials. What's going on with the fuel? You're bringing in fuel, aren't you? And he's bringing in 0. Okay, why are you not bringing any? Okay, pause. Let's go back up here. What's going on? Let's have a look. Okay. His production has completely died, and I'm guessing it's because one of the oil trains has got stuck somewhere. But no, these are all running. Well, they were. Autosave going on. Okay, all of these are running up and down here. It's you. Now, how much? You're only bringing 32 oil. Okay. Well, obviously something got messed up. Your production's still up there. So I wonder what the hell got messed up. Something got messed up, but it's obviously sorted itself out. So, like, only 7 oil. The hell? Okay, what the hell's going on here? Potential 2. What on earth is wrong with this? You're shipping it up to there. You're producing it out there. What the hell's wrong? Your production is climbing. Okay, so you've got potential to ship the products. There's no problem there. So why? Hang on. You've got 850. Oh, that's why. You've got 850 oil stored, which is more than your potential orders. That's why. Okay, well, so all that needs to happen is this needs to ramp up its production and actually use up the oil that it's got stored, and then we'll start getting oil shipments up here again. So yeah, it's just Just a bit of a temporary mess up. Nothing that we need to like overly worry about. And then, right, my God, this is actually working kind of well now. So you've just picked up the building materials. So the Halo line is now coping with shipping all of this stuff, which is freaking awesome at the moment. But obviously, I mean, I doubt that they're at full production. How are you doing? Yeah, you're on the way back up. It's when you switch things around, everything gets a little bit messed up and it takes a while to settle down again. But generally speaking, freaking awesome. I love it. Now, I mentioned that there's a problem with the regional mini Halo, right? And look at this. If I actually bring up the lines so that we can see the lines. So here's the regional Halo, mini Halo, running through here. These lovely dual stocks, right? But they are running through the freight station, which means that because I was thinking that these were the 4 passenger lines, but of course they're not. 2 of the passenger lines go over here, right? That's the inner Halo. This is the outer Halo. So these two freight lines aren't going through the freight station, and they need to, right? These 2 regional mini Halo lines shouldn't actually be going through here. The thing is, like, they need to come into here. So how the hell would I reroute them? And I have no freaking idea. I'm going to have to figure that one out, like, offline. Because that's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. I tell you what, I suppose let's have a little look at the line profitability, although everything's going to be a bit messed up at the moment. So, Halo Freight Sector 1. Let's have a look at the charts. Yeah, it's dropped off, but it would, because everything's got messed up. But hopefully, once, like, I mean, we're getting virtually no fuel on here, so we need the fuel to start cranking itself up. We are getting loads of food, though. That's good. So I'm kind of really hoping that this is going to jump up, and we're actually going to start making a decent profit on this. And certainly when we get the other end done, the other side of Rogie, I'm really hoping that this will work kind of nicely. But we'll see. We'll see. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking we are going to need 2 separate freight stations to make these sectors work. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess it depends how clever or stupid the AI is, and I can't say I'm holding out a lot of hope. Let's have another quick look at the oil production before we leave this. So let's see, where's the oil production? So the oil well. Okay, the oil well started producing again. That's good news. And it's going up. Hooray. We've got another year ended. Okay, so that was up to 148. This has dropped, understandably. But hopefully now that the oil's getting shipped, it's still got 770 stored. But hang on, that's gone down to 0. Why the hell has that gone down to 0? What the hell is wrong with that? Okay, that makes no sense at all. I mean, the line is all hooked up and everything. Line usage, no. That line is running perfectly. Let's go down to the other end. Yeah, I mean, we've been dropping off fuel here, so the line definitely works. How much fuel have you got on board? So you're bringing 27 fuel. There we go. So, and the fuel's been getting shipped out on the Halo line. So what the hell is wrong? Look at that, we're clearing all the food. This is working really nicely. Oh, here we go. You bringing any, 10 fuel. So why has this suddenly decided to stop producing fuel? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, have you started producing again? Oh, now he's suddenly decided to start producing again. Oh dear, oh lord. Okay, so hopefully that hiccup's over with. Man. Every time you tamper with it, things go kind of all over the place. Alright, we will leave it there. We will pause. We will leave it there for this episode. We've got this first distribution point done. I guess for the next episode, it's going to be the destruction of Rogi. Oh yeah. We're going to be running the Mega Halo right through the centre of Rogi, setting up a new distribution point somewhere over here. And then I'm going to have to be shipping... well, we got the fuel. I'm going to have to find a source of food and building materials and whatever. And then we'll have this whole sector complete. That'll be beautiful. And then we can start rolling it out to the other sectors. I am so excited to see this like whole thing working, and there's still a million things to do. I've got to put the other airport in. I've got so much work to do on the transport networks. I mean, even over here, I've actually been experimenting. I've been experimenting with like different tram routes and stuff, and seeing like what can work. Because let me just show you this very quickly, very quickly. We've got this great big commercial area over here, and really to encourage the airport, we need like a tram route, like going like right over the other side of the river and through here. The thing is, I can't really do anything because we've got to do the Mega Halo through here. So I think I'm just going to leave it as is for now. But yeah, I've been playing around with ideas, and I'm still learning things and better ways to do things. So we'll leave it there. I'll catch you for the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.